In this video, we're diving into Perkins' reaction to LeBron James's jaw-dropping performance against the Warriors. LeBron dropped 42 points and grabbed 17 rebounds, leading the Lakers to a massive victory. Perkins, as always, brings his fiery opinions, and he's declaring the Lakers as contenders after this historic performance. Stick around as we break down how LeBron's dominance could completely shift the Lakers' trajectory and what this means for their playoff aspirations. Let's get into it.
Last night, LeBron joined Michael Jordan as the only players to score 40 at 40 years old. And coincidentally, today is the 2-year anniversary of LeBron breaking the all-time scoring record. And the performance he had last night, the focus after the week the Lakers and the NBA had, 26 teams. They made a move, a record 9 All-Stars. They were swapped at the deadline, of course, including Jimmy Butler. And last night, he joined his new team, the Golden State Warriors, right here in Los Angeles. He was speaking with reporters for the first time on playing with Steph Curry and Draymond Green. Let's take a listen together.
That they always play winning basketball, and they'll do whatever it takes to win. I think that's what I respect most about those guys. And they've won at so many different levels, obviously, at the highest level, and done it multiple times. So not only can I bring some things to this team, I think they can teach me a whole lot. We good. Pass the ball to Steph and get out the way. Easy.
The busiest man in television, our senior insider Shams Charania, is joining us now. Shams, I was with Jimmy last night. You can kind of hear it. He's eager to hit the ground running. So when should we expect to see him on the floor here?
Look, Jimmy Butler will make his Warriors debut Saturday in Chicago. And it's interesting to note, he has played only 5 games over the last month and a half. He last played on January 21st, and his debut on Saturday is going to have a lot of meaning. It's going to be against his former team, his first team, and it's also on the same day that his father passed away a year ago.
So Jimmy Butler, this is a meaningful date for him, Saturday against the Chicago Bulls. But Jimmy is not the only player, Shams, the big debuts that we are tracking after this trade deadline. When do we expect Luka Doncic to play here for the first time in a Lakers uniform?
Malik, I'm told that Luka Doncic is targeting Monday against the Utah Jazz at home for his Lakers debut. He's had a couple calf injuries already this season. He had one in preseason. They were looking at Saturday potentially against the Pacers at home for a debut, but they want to give him some more time, and the Lakers and Doncic are opting for Monday. You got to be mindful with the calf injury, Malika, but Luka Doncic is tracking to play on Monday.
Yeah, particularly when he has injured this calf multiple times. But Monday sounds like the day. Shams Charania, thank you very much. Please do not go too far. We're going to see you a little bit later in the show. Even without Luka Doncic, there was still a game to be played. It was the 55th matchup, including the playoffs, between Steph Curry and LeBron James in Crypto.com Arena last night. Perkins, it is always appointment TV when these two play, particularly when LeBron starts out.
You see him yanking that 3 in, man. Look at LBJ pulling in. And look, he got the low fade.
And UD, he didn't stop there.
Oh, he kept going. I mean, the boy dropped the 40 ball. LeBron got that Benjamin Button going.
Brian, when he's pulling up from 34 feet.
Well, you let him shoot it, but my gosh, was he awesome in this game. How about Crypto, the centerpiece of the basketball universe? LeBron, Steph, Jimmy, Luka.
And Bronny, loving it. Austin Reeves,
there you go, setting the screen with you. You're going to see a lot of that with him and Luka.
It's amazing. Down the lane, right into your living room. The Lakers up big. Let's go ahead to the third quarter here. Steph Curry, he really struggled here in the first half. 5 of 14 from Steph. Started to feel it a little bit more late here. He can't stay cold forever, misses this one badly, but then the thing about shooters, they're going to shoot again, Brian.
Absolutely, and he had a great second half, as he's seen throughout his career. Bad first, great second.
Golden State within 6 now. LeBron James going to work here.
What do you do about that?
Bad matchup for Buddy. Ain't nothing he can do.
He finished with 42 points, 17 rebounds, and 8 assists. The Lakers go on to win this one. We need to go in the bonus, right, on LeBron's historic performance here. He became the second player at age 40 or older with a 40-point game, joining only Michael Jordan in 2003 against the Nets. LeBron, however, was 34 days older than MJ was when he dropped his last 40. So in your GOAT conversations, you can use that. That makes LeBron the oldest player in NBA history with a 40-point game. He was also the youngest player to score 40. He did that at 19 years old, 88 days back in March of 2004.
It was against Bobby Marks' Nets.
There you go. And LeBron also became the first player at any age to go for 40, 15 rebounds, 5 assists for the Lakers since Shaq did it in March of 2001. And Shaq did it in his prime. He was 29 when he did that. And as a team, the Lakers, they're rolling. They have the second best record and the second best net efficiency since January 15th. During this stretch, they've gone 10-2. And might I remind everybody that all of this is without Luka Doncic, who Shams is saying is going to target Monday to give it a go. So, LeBron, what's the challenge going to be like when Luka is on the floor with you?
The challenge is, I don't really see a challenge. Everybody get in the right spots, hold each other accountable, play basketball the right way, share the ball. The ball gonna be in Luka's hands, it's gonna be in AR's hands. Two great decision makers. It'll be in my hands a little bit as well. Another great decision maker. And then our guys gonna feast off us.
Luka Doncic on the way, Mark Williams on the way. Perk, I was texting our producers last night. Is it time to start really believing in the Lakers here?
Listen, a wise man told me you could be inspired by the cheers and you could be inspired by the whispers, okay? And whatever's going on with LeBron James and J.J. Redick, they are inspired. And I think it's inspired by the whispers because let's be real. When this first happened with J.J. Redick being hired as the head coach, it was whispers, right? A lot of people don't want them to succeed because they think because they had the podcast and everything else. But this team right here is legit. And when they get Luka back, they're really going to be a force. You and I discussed this yesterday on the panel. How can you game plan for LeBron and Luka in a 7-game series? You can't.
Whatever you do is wrong. Whatever you do is
I
wrong.
want you to look at their upcoming schedule because they just got off the Grammy trip, which is supposed to be the part that brings them down. Well, they crushed on the Grammy trip, got Luka while the Grammy trip was going on. They got some winnable games. Now, the Pacers are a quality team. That could go either way. The Jazz are not. The Hornets are not. The Blazers are red hot,
yeah,
so I'm not
right
giving
now.
anything. But these next games are winnable. They're hunting that 3 seed right now.
Just a game back from the Rockets.
Look, I believe when they got Luka Doncic, I don't know. I'm giving them. I'm standing by this. I'm giving them a pass on what they do this year. I'm not putting expectations on it. But Luka raises the ceiling. That includes for the future, but it also includes for this season.
What I say about Bron is he ain't lying. There is no adjustment. The ball, he ain't lying. There is no adjustment. LeBron James can play anywhere on the basketball court. He's the smartest basketball player I've ever been around. It was times in the basketball game where Bron would tell us, don't look at Spo, just listen to me. I swear to God, and there's no disrespect to Spo. We all know how great Spo is.
Yep.
But the 5 guys on the court have to work together and have to operate. And there was times in finals, in crunch moments where Bron said, just listen to me. He will make it work. It's going to work.
Is the adjustment defensively? I don't think anyone has any concerns offensively.
Yeah, so teams are going to learn what to do, and they're going to individualize and attack Austin Reeves. They're going to attack Luka Doncic. They're going to test Mark Williams. I will say this. That trade to get Mark Williams gives them a backline defender. Yeah. That could really be a real big help. He's not an elite shot blocker, but he's huge.
But let me say this. We praise LeBron for his IQ offensively.
Yep.
We got to show the same praise defensively. And when you talk about a young fella in Mark Williams, LeBron James is one of the best vocal guys defensively I've ever been around. And that's huge because when I was playing with KG taught me so much. Just the communication part of it. Hey, screen coming. Send them left. Send them right. Hey, that's your X on the weak side. When you have somebody that's able to call out defensive coverages when they're not involved, that takes your defense to another level.
But can that happen mid-season immediately? You've kind of experienced this with LeBron with the Heat. You've seen pieces be added in the middle of a season. Can that kind of superstar tandem that hasn't played together, can they immediately hit the ground?
I think so with this group because one thing about defense, that's 5 guys on the string. And I think they're going to teach defense with 5 guys on the string. We know if Luka's up top, we have to shrink the elbows. We have to have the low man over ready to rotate early and take his 2.9 in the 3-second lane because he's probably going to get beat. This is part of it. But the thing about it is LeBron James is going to be inspired defensively as well. We've seen him kind of be on the least explosive offensive player sometimes. I think when Luka comes in, he's going to take those matchups and he's going to set the tone and let Luka know this is how you lead your team. You do it first. You get it in mud first, and these guys will follow.
Can I give just a hot take before we go?
Oh, boy.
It's never happened before.
JJ Redick today is a top 10 coach in the NBA. I don't give a damn what nobody say. And I ain't talking about what you done in the past because his stint is short. Today, JJ Redick is a top 10 coach in the NBA.
And I have to say this. My question was, could he quiet the noise? Could he quiet the noise of the cynicalness and all the stuff? He was able to do that, and you got to give him credit.
I'm going to tell you something that a week ago would have gotten me ejected from this building.
Oh, boy.
Rob Pelinka might win Executive of the Year.
Wow.
Yeah, you would have definitely got through that.
Nobody would have said, well, I mean, and he hired JJ. He got Luka.
There's been some savvy moves being made here by the Los Angeles Lakers, and Monday they could be adding Luka Doncic, as Shams is reporting, for the very first time.
In my opinion, LeBron James is once again making history and showing why he is considered one of the greatest players in NBA history. His performance against the Golden State Warriors wasn't just impressive, it was monumental. 42 points and 17 rebounds are numbers that any NBA player would be happy to have in an entire season, but LeBron did it in a single game. And the most impressive thing of all is how he did it so naturally, without even seeming to be pushing it. He played with a calmness and dominance that only the greats do. And when you see that kind of performance from LeBron, you can't help but consider the impact he has on the team as a whole. The Lakers until then had been uncertain about their real strength to compete for the title, but this game certainly changes the perspective on the Lakers. The way LeBron leads this team is absolutely incomparable, and Kendrick Perkins, who gave his blunt opinion, is right in declaring that the Lakers are now a team that should be considered as serious title contenders. With the addition of important pieces throughout the season, the Lakers seem to be becoming more consistent, and the chemistry of play between the players, especially with LeBron at the center of it all, is growing. Not only is the team becoming more cohesive, but LeBron's experience is something that can't be underestimated. When you have a player with his baggage and skill level, everything changes. He raises the bar for his teammates and puts everyone in a position to succeed. I also can't help but mention how the Warriors, as much as they have a stellar team and a winning culture, seemed powerless against LeBron in that game. It's not just about his physical abilities, but also about how he read the game and made crucial decisions. Too often in the NBA, we see players shine in just one aspect of the game, be it offense or defense, but LeBron always brings the complete package. When Perkins talks about the Lakers being contenders, he really isn't exaggerating. That kind of performance from LeBron against a team like the Golden State Warriors says a lot about Los Angeles' potential. With Anthony Davis playing at the level he is, and with other players excelling throughout the season, the team has everything to be one of the biggest threats in the championship race. What's more, LeBron's role isn't just about statistics. His ability to command the court, motivate others, and stay calm under pressure is something that really puts the Lakers on another level. He's been through so many ups and downs throughout his career, facing very powerful teams and always delivering results. That's not just a player playing well. That's a history-making machine, and that's something we should respect and value even more. Let's talk a bit about the emotional impact of this game. The Los Angeles Lakers, as everyone knows, are a franchise with a lot of history and pressure. Expectations are never low for them, and the city of Los Angeles demands victories. LeBron knows this, and he doesn't shirk this responsibility. When he steps onto the court, the game becomes personal, and that's what he delivers. Not just numbers, but a winning mentality that permeates the whole team. The Lakers' outlook was much brighter after that win against the Warriors, and that's exactly what Perkins meant. We're not just talking about LeBron's individual performance, we're talking about how that performance resonates throughout the team. How it affects the morale of the team, how it boosts the confidence of the other players, and how the Lakers suddenly become this team that nobody wants to face. They may not have been the favorites initially, but with LeBron playing the way he did, who can doubt them now? I also want to point out the huge impact this game has on the rivalry between the Lakers and the Warriors. This isn't just another regular season game. This is a clash of giants, and the way LeBron led the Lakers was a demonstration of strength. It may seem that the Warriors have always been a superior team due to their dynamic style of play and Stephen Curry's dominance, but LeBron has a mental power that is unique. He feeds off these rivalries and seems to play with even more motivation when he's against an elite team like Golden State. He knows what it takes to win championships, and this is a clear example of how he remains the dominant force in any kind of matchup. Finally, I really think this game was a turning point for the Lakers. They were doing well before this win, but now with LeBron's epic performance, their confidence must have reached new heights. They're more than just a team with stars. They now have the formula for how to play like a winning team. LeBron's defense, offense, and leadership role make them a team that can truly contend for the title. And as for the next steps for the Lakers, we can't forget that the season still has many games to go, but a performance like this from LeBron only increases the chances of success. The team needs to maintain this level of intensity and keep working well with all the players, but if LeBron continues to play at this level, the Lakers will be a nightmare for any team that crosses their path. In short, what we saw from LeBron against the Warriors was simply legendary. That's the kind of performance that goes down in NBA history and makes the Lakers undoubtedly one of the most dangerous teams in the league. I really believe that with this level of performance and leadership, the Lakers can go far this season. They're a real threat to the title, and LeBron's winning mentality is going to be the key to guiding them there. Let's keep an eye on them because the journey has only just begun. And of course, if you're not already subscribed to the channel, be sure to subscribe, like the video, and share it with your friends. The NBA season is on fire, and you don't want to miss any updates. See you next time.